What's going on, Cancer? My name is Vince. Welcome to 7D Tarot. If you are interested in scheduling your own personal reading with me, all the info you need is in the description box below. Check out my wife's channel over at Empath Tarot. And if this message resonates, like, share, and subscribe. All right, let's dive right into your reading. See what we got going on. 8 of Wands, look at that. 5 of Swords, 9 of Cups, and the 2 of Wands. Very interesting. I see right now an important decision coming into your life. Being decisive is exactly how you are able to capitalize on it, because I see this decision being a test. Spirit wants to see, where are you in your life right now? Are you able to handle more? Because Spirit only gives us as much as we can handle. And right now, showing Spirit that you are ready and able and willing and confident in yourself is exactly how you are going to be gifted your desires. And that's what it comes down to right now, being decisive. Whatever's going on in your life, Spirit's giving you the heads up that if you are decisive, if you are confident, if you get out of your comfort zone, if you really put your energy towards what you want rather than focus the energy towards fear, procrastination, hesitation, due to limiting beliefs, shadows that we all deal with. But if you actually focus on what it is you want, and that really takes you being in the present moment, then you will be gifted your desires. Your angels, your guides, they're waiting. They'll be jumping for joy to reward you and gift you what you're looking for. But it takes us letting Spirit know we are ready. Imagine there's a green light above your head whenever you're in alignment, whenever you're grounded in the flow state, and whenever you know you are really feeling good about yourself. That green light lets Spirit know, I am ready for more opportunities. But whenever there's a red light above our head, that's telling Spirit, I can barely handle what is going on in my life right now, so don't bring me any more opportunities, right? And we may not intentionally turn on that red light because we always want new opportunities, but that's what really happens is we emit a vibration, a feeling of not being confident, lack of confidence, brain fog, confusion. And that prevents the clear skies ahead. It prevents everything from flowing. And that's the most important thing. You're trying to put yourself in a flow state. Rather than everything having to be efforted, it becomes effortless. And right now, it's like, if I wanted things to go smoothly in my life, if I was told from Spirit that you got to be more decisive because an opportunity is waiting coming in your life, but you don't want to be, creating limiting beliefs for yourself, such as waiting for the perfect timing, I am not good enough, I will fail, all the stuff your ego tells you. And how did I know your ego was saying those things? Because my ego says the same thing. We all have the same ego. You are fat, you are ugly, you are not smart, you are not good enough, you don't have enough money, blah, 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 right? It's always the same thing. It's never like any real intellectual wisdomous information giving you some data that you can use, right? It's always like if a 5-year-old child came up with a script, you're ugly, blah, 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 right? You see where I'm going with this? Don't listen to it. Don't listen to it, right? You got to look at your ego like a 5-year-old child. Anytime I have these limiting beliefs, I imagine a baby, a 5-year-old child saying these things to me. And when I look at a baby saying these things to me, I'm like, oh, baby, you just don't know what you're talking about. Go sit down, right? You're okay. Come here, let me hold you, right? I'm not I don't look at it as if it's like me, this big, a powerful aura. Listen, you're going to fail. No, it's a baby. It's scared. So what would I be doing during a time like this? I'd be like, okay, well, Spirit's saying I got to be more decisive in life because it's a big, important decision coming in and I don't want to be waiting around forever, coming up with excuses. Cool. How do I become more decisive in life? Well, let me practice it, right? Your angels, your guides, they always tell you what to do. Call it your, source energy, call it, your angels, or call it instincts, whatever you want to call it. When you want to do something, immediately you're going to feel what to do. And then the person who capitalizes on the situation in life is the person who goes off that feeling and not the person who feels that energy, but then second guesses it. Is it this? Is it not this? Let me second guess this. Hold up. Let me sit here and try to plan something out for 3 hours, even though I feel like I know what I should be doing. This is a scarcity mindset. And that's really fear and anxiety. Take a look at the 2 of Swords. Fear and anxiety blindfolding your intuition from being able to guide you. This is something we all go through. This is not just you. And right now you're getting the heads up from Spirit that this has to go. It's creating a scarcity mindset. So I would tell myself, okay, cool. So I got to start practicing using my intuition. No problem. I'm going to walk out my house and anything that I feel that I know it's the right thing, I'm going to do. Now, obviously there's limits to this. I'm not going to be like, I feel like pizza and go grab pizza for breakfast, right? But if I'm walking and say if I hit the elevator and I press the button, and then sometimes like I'll have a feeling in me that'll come up and say, you should take the stairs. Rather than second guess that hold up, should I take the stairs? What am I carrying? Is it hard? Is it not hard? Should I do this? Did I work out? Is it going to get me tired? Rather than do all that, I'm just going to be like, stairs, good. And start driving. As I'm driving, if I come to a decision where I have to, a point where I have to be like, either I could go left or go straight, and either one is the same distance, but one of them may get there sooner, I'm going to be like, what should I do? Immediately, the answer that I get from Spirit, I'm going to follow. So basically, what am I doing? I am standing up to myself against my ego. I'm telling my ego, I've had enough. I don't want you this 5-year-old child telling me how to drive, right? Basically, and I'm just going to listen to my intuition, listen to my angels and guides. Following this game plan is exactly how you're going to get the success you're looking for. Because with that 4 of Wands, I see here right now something very good happening once you are decisive when it comes to making that important decision in your life. I see you right now celebrating something very big with your friends and family. This decision could be based around your work, your career, or love. But I see something very good happening. You picking up the phone, you calling them, telling them, oh my goodness, this worked out. I can't believe it. It's going so well. I'm so excited. I'm so blessed. And really, you're using that vibration more as a wave onto the next manifestation, right? It's beautiful. And all you have to do is practice using your intuition, practice listening to your angels and guides. You can expect this energy to come into your life. And once you start listening to it, it becomes very addictive. And the only reason it seems hard now is because we've been programmed and conditioned to be too analytical, almost like too thinking, rather than feeling. Now we got the 9 of Swords, the Devil, 3 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Pentacles. I also do see here that there is a third party here that is going to give you some news that is going to be at first very shocking. It's going to be a little bit scary. And right now it is going to put you in a state where you're almost going to want to run and hide, right? Fight or flight. But in this case, you're going to want to flight. Now, Spirit's giving you the heads up that this third party is going to say this to you. And I see this happening in the near future. And I also see this person, this third party, not happy they have to tell you this news. So it's almost like they're unhappy they got to tell you this. You don't want to hear it, but it doesn't mean it's necessarily going to be a bad outcome from it, but it's an uncomfortable situation for the both of you. So it could be anything, right? It could be like your boss saying, hey, we got to have a talk about work, or it could be like a spouse saying, hey, I'm not too happy about the current situation. It could be a friend, family member. So anything, someone could come up to you with some sort of information at first that is uncomfortable for the both of you guys having a talk about it. Now, understand that there is a blessing in disguise here. That 8 of Pentacles lets me know that after this conversation, things are going to get a whole lot better between you. And I also do see here that there's going to be some sort of financial outcome from this. So it could be your boss. So at first, maybe the conversation will be like, listen, things aren't going so well, but after you guys have that discussion, maybe they're going to be like, oh, now you know what? There's actually another position you'd be better for. Or maybe they, at first we just wanted to make sure, test you and see, where you were at and what you were thinking. And now there's actually something that we could do together. So really don't look at this opportunity as something bad, but something good. And understand that controlling the ego is all we have to do during this time. Very important. Controlling the ego means controlling your life. That's all it is, right? Ask yourself this. Why is it that you haven't started that business? Why is it you didn't ask that certain person on a date? Or why is it that you're not trying to monetize a passion of yours, instead doing something that you may not be too happy about? Why is it we all do these things? Because of one thing, fear. The fear of rejection. The fear of getting let down, the fear of losing, the fear of people laughing at us, whatever. Fear. Now imagine living your life without fear. For the most part, it'd be great, right? But you do need a little bit of fear in you, a little bit of ego in you to survive. For example, fear climbing that tree, falling off and getting hurt, right? We don't want you climbing a big tree because you're fearless, right? So fear when controlled is actually your friend. But fear when it's running amok, it is not. Now, we don't need fear involved when we want to do a lot of things in our life that may be helping us. For example, your ego does not care if you are rich. It could care less, right? Your ego's job is to protect you emotionally and physically. So it says don't do anything because it doesn't want you to get let down. So you got to understand that fear can be controlled, but fear has to be, you have to lead the dance here. And if you're tired of letting fear run your life, all you have to do is get in the driver's seat. You have to be the one calling the shots. And the one thing that just eliminates fear is love. Love. When I say love, I mean happiness, joy, and abundance. Love is the key that unlocks all the doors to this third dimension. If you are looking for romance or if you are looking to master your finances, it's always done with love. Love in the present moment. That's why the power of visualization is so important, right? I visualize everything I want to do in life. When I'm going into a meeting, I visualize it before it happening. I visualize myself being successful, everyone high-fiving, signing the contract. When I'm going to go on a date, I visualize me and my beautiful wife having a great time. When I drive to get a parking spot, I visualize the VIP spot waiting for me. Why? Because not only does it make me reprogram my subconscious mind to expect what to happen, on top of that, law of attraction and law of assumption, but because it feels good. It feels fantastic. It's like watching a movie where I'm the main character every single day, winning. And that's what is waiting you, Cancer. So enjoy and get used to visualizing and watch the abundance flow. All right, Cancer, I hope you enjoyed your reading. 1,000 kisses. Until next time, ciao.